Hi guys, today I thought I would do a what's in my makeup bag video. So I am going to be showing you all of the things that I keep in my makeup bag when I'm going away somewhere, and there's quite a few things in it, so this could be a long video, so I'm just gonna get started and I hope you enjoy. So this is my makeup bag. I got it from Cath Kidston, but I did get it quite a while ago, so I'm not sure if they'll still have it in shops or not. But if I can find a link to it online, then I will definitely make sure that I leave a link to it in the description. I'm going to go through this sort of in order of how I would usually do my makeup. So the first thing that I start with is moisturiser. So this is the Freedom Perfecting Moisturiser one. And this one is like specifically aimed at people with spot prone skin, which I have, which is so much fun. I just love it. I find it hard to tell if a moisturiser is actually working or not, but I think this one does, and it's definitely helped with my skin a bit. So I just use this one. Then if I remember, which I usually don't, I'll apply a primer, and this one is the Professional from Benefit, which is just like a really small sample. But I do really like this one because it's like mattifying, which is great because I have like ridiculously oily skin, which again is so much fun. I normally don't use primer just because I forget, but I'm going to Summer in the City this weekend and I'm going to be taking pictures and stuff all day long, so I want my makeup to last all day. And speaking of Summer in the City, I'm going to be there on the Saturday, so if you're there and you see me, then please come and say hi because that will be really cool. Then I've got foundation and I'm taking two with me. So the first one is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1, which is like my all-time favourite foundation. This is just my favourite foundation ever. It is like a really good coverage. It's kind of medium, but it is definitely buildable, and it's sort of like, it's not really matte, but it's not too dewy or anything. The only downside to this is that it is a little bit dark. Even though it's in the lightest shade, it is still too dark to me. If you're pale like me, then I am sure you understand my pain. Like literally every foundation is just too dark for me. This one from Rimmel, which is the Match Perfection one, is actually like a really good match for my skin tone. It's a lot lighter than the other ones, so sometimes what I will do is I will use both of these so that it's still like a fuller coverage than just this one on its own, but it's lighter than just this one on its own, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. And then I've got the Lasting Perfection Concealer from Collection, but I am not going to say anything more about this because I am sure everyone's bored of hearing about this concealer now. Now moving on to powders and stuff, the first thing that I have is the Super something 24-hour powder thing. I'm not sure exactly what it says because it's all rubbed off, but it's the powder that looks like this from Maybelline. Again, like I said before, I get really shiny, so I always need to powder. Then I'm also bringing a bronzer, and pretty much the only bronzer that I use anymore is the Honey one from the Body Shop, because every other bronzer is just too dark and it looks like I've just put a load of mud on my face when I put it on. But this one is really light. I got mine in the shade 02, so there is another one that's even lighter than this. So if you're pale like me, then I would like 100% recommend this bronzer because they do them really, really light. Then I've got a blusher, which is from Accessorize, and this one is in the colour Scandal, which is like this really, really pretty pink. It's really shimmery and pretty. Wow, my voice just like cracked. This blusher used to be like a dome shape and there was so much in it, but I dropped it and it went all over my floor, so now I'm just left with what's on the bottom. And then lastly, I have the Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle from MAC, which is just like a really pretty highlighter. It's like super, super shimmery and just so pretty. Moving on to eyebrows, the first thing that I will use is this like eyebrow brush from Rimmel, but I just use it to brush out my eyebrows. Then I use the Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia in the shade Taupe, which is honestly like, this thing is a lifesaver. Ever since I got this, I haven't really used anything else on my eyebrows. It just does the job really, really well. And then lastly, I just use this eyebrow gel from Rimmel just to make sure that my eyebrows stay in place and I don't get hairs like going in all different directions. On to eyeshadow, I'm taking two eyeshadow palettes with me, and the first one is the Naked 2 from Urban Decay. I don't really tend to use this palette as much anymore since I've got the other one, which I will show you in a minute, but I do still really like the colours in this one, especially for sort of like nighttime. And then the other eyeshadow palette which I use all the time is the Naked 2 Basics, which is also from Urban Decay. I feel like if I was to make my own eyeshadow palette, these would be the colours that I would put in it because they are all matte, which I love, and I just I don't know, I love these sorts of shades. And lastly for eyes, I have the mascara that I have been loving recently, which is the Thick and Fast one from Soap and Glory. It's just like really lengthening and good at like separating your eyelashes, which is the sort of look that I really like. Moving on to lips, I have 3 lipsticks and a lip liner. So I'll start with the lip liner first, which is the Model Co Illusion Nude Lip Liner. And then to go with that, I have the Velvet Teddy lipstick from MAC, which literally everybody has now, but these two just go really nicely together. They're a really, really similar colour. The other sort of nude colour that I'm taking is from Maybelline, and it is in the shade Tantalising Taupe or 725. If I fancy a more natural lip, then I will go for this one because it's a lot lighter than Velvet Teddy. And then lastly, if I fancy something a bit more out there, I have this red, which is 107 from the Kate Moss Rimmel collection. And lastly, I have my makeup brushes, and these aren't actually in the bag with all the other makeup because they wouldn't fit. But I thought I'd show you them anyway because these are the brushes that I'm taking with me, and I'm going to whiz through these really quickly so that this video isn't like 50 minutes long. I've got 6 face brushes that I'm taking with me. The first one is from Sammy Dress, and it is just this buffing brush which I use for my foundation. Then I've got this really small stipple brush which is from e.l.f. and I use this for my concealer. I've got another one from e.l.f. which is the complexion brush which I use for my powder, and again from e.l.f. I've got this blush brush which I use for my bronzer. I also have this one which I have no idea where it's from, but I use it for my blusher. And lastly I have this little one which I use for my highlight. Then I've got my eyelash colours, my eyebrow brush from Forever 21, 2 eyeshadow brushes from Real Techniques, one from e.l.f. and another one from e.l.f. as well. So that's everything that I keep in my makeup bag. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also if you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!